Hello there, and welcome to the. What episode is it?
Like 12. Episode 12.
All right.
Just go with 12. 12. Episode 12.
My tummy feels weird.
Oh no. This is episode 13.
Hello there, and welcome to episode number 13 of the Jawa podcast, featuring the one and only, William Jacobs. And lastly, but definitely not least, the greatest of all time, the one who you must bow down to as your master, the King of Kings, the Destroyer of Worlds, Keanu Richie. I don't think your mic is on.
No, it is not. Yep. Wait, no. Other one. No, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Keep it loud. So, this is the first podcast we've done in a month and a half?
Sure.
Since March 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
We are very consistent.
Yes. Very.
So,
March break has passed.
yeah.
A lot of other stuff has passed.
It's spring break, by the way.
Spring break, March break. What did I say?
You're hurting my ears.
Same. There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about? What do you think of woodwork so far?
Woodwork has been, well, what you expect out of the first week and a half.
Yeah.
Safety.
Just safety.
Yes.
All it's been about is safety.
Well, we did a
Safety.
safety project.
I'm gonna switch to a different mic.
Okay.
Can you turn my mic up? Here we go.
There you
Wait.
go.
Is my mic?
I could hear it.
It's on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I still can't really hear myself that well. There? No. Okay, whatever.
I think it's two.
It works.
Okay.
So, yeah, just safety in woodwork. Looking forward to making cabinets, though. That'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the NHL playoffs?
Not really.
Okay.
What should we talk about? I
I
was expecting Jordan and Torin to come, and they'd be like,
They probably come up with ideas.
yeah.
So, in this very special afternoon, we are presenting to you William Jacobs' segment about hats.
Why hats?
What is your opinion on hats, Mr. Jacobs?
They're nice for keeping my long hair back.
That is, yeah, they are very effective at doing that.
Oh, okay. So, what is your wait? Do you want an actual topic?
Sure.
Okay. What is your opinion on Nintendo
Nintendo
as a company?
as a company.
Not products, just company. Like, yeah.
I don't see much bad that they're doing as a company.
Okay.
Um,
Do you watch like any YouTube channels about them?
definitely.
Okay.
They play a lot of Mario Kart.
Okay. Cool. So, I have been watching Nintendo for a recent period of time. Mainly, this started when a specific YouTuber made a mod for Breath of the Wild that made it multiplayer beginning of this month. And so they're being sued now by Nintendo. Or not sued. I shouldn't say sued. A bunch of their videos are getting taken down by Nintendo just because they have Nintendo content in it, which is considered copyright. And they haven't really been doing this to many other creators.
But to be fair, Nintendo has always been
Kind of very mean to creators that use their content, or really just people in
they're
general.
very protective over their content.
Yes,
It's
extremely protective.
like there's only like 2 places where you could listen to any sort of Nintendo music. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, yours is louder than mine. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 places where you could really find Nintendo music.
Only place I've been able to find to download Nintendo music is Internet Archive.
YouTube or Internet Archive.
YouTube, yeah, but Internet Archive is really easy for downloading an entire album, like all the soundtracks from one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really listen to the actual Nintendo music that was actually in the games
No.
anywhere except for YouTube or Super Smash Brothers or the actual games itself.
Yeah.
Because in Smash Bros, there's like this entire music part. Of
Yeah.
The catalog.
That's the thing about Nintendo. That's I like a lot of their games, but they're just way overly protective about everything, which makes me not like Nintendo as much. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not like we're gonna stop playing their games either.
No, that's the bad part. But I can still do things that they don't like modding or emulating games.
Yeah.
I don't exactly pirate them, but
You just pirate all their games.
no.
All of them.
No, I emulate
Every
them.
time.
I usually emulate games I own.
If William wants to play a Nintendo game, he pirates them.
No. I will very rarely pirate, and this is extremely rarely, games that I can't find anymore, like Game Boy Advance games for my phone.
Such as
Zelda, Mario Kart 64, and Mario
That's not
Kart
on the Game Boy
Super
Advance.
Circuit. That was on the Game Boy Advance. Was Mario Kart Super Circuit?
Yeah, Super Circuit, but not
64
Mario Kart 64.
was on Mario Kart. 64.
That was on,
was on the 64.
Nintendo 64.
Yes. But both extremely hard to find games, and I also don't have the consoles, so it's I'm just gonna download them on my phone.
You should buy the consoles, buy the games.
No.
Give more money to Nintendo.
But they
waste more of your money.
But they wouldn't be making any money from me too.
Yeah. You know what would be fun? A debate.
Yes.
What's something that you really like, William?
Emulation and modding.
Something else.
Okay.
Move farther from the topic that we just talked about. Space. All right. What do you like about space?
It's basically the only place that humans have not explored yet, other than the deep, dark ocean.
Yeah.
And it's extremely big and cool. And I really hope that we find aliens someday.
All right. Just for the sake of argument, I hate space. Space is big. It's mysterious. It's dark. Why should we explore something that we barely know anything about?
So that we know more about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go with another topic to argue about, because I can't argue about space.
Okay. Choose a topic.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
No. Well, yeah. So I don't care if someone has it on pineapple and pizza. I will, if someone does, complain about it just for the sake of it, just for the laughs. But I personally don't like pineapple on pizza.
I don't think this argument really works if we have the exact same opinion.
Yeah, definitely not.
Do you like?
Continue.
Yeah. Do you like? I don't know how to. What is your opinion on the Disney company?
I don't know. Don't have that strong of an opinion. Wouldn't say I particularly like them.
What's an opinion that you have that you feel strong about?
Huh. I really don't like Biden or Trump as president.
I'll argue about Donald J. Trump.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think he was an amazing president?
I'm going to let you go first about that.
In what way? Like, say why he's a bad president?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so,
By the way, neither of us are American.
no. We're both Canadian. So, don't get offended, Americans, because although I don't know if any Americans watch this channel
No.
or podcast,
No.
but I'm pretty sure you probably would have some pretty bad things to say about our prime minister. So, and I personally don't care. So Trump was or is. Okay, what do you think about his indictment?
Indictment. Describe that word.
You know how he got arrested like
Oh, yeah.
a few weeks
yeah,
ago?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
You know, I actually think he's very innocent.
Okay, I'm not saying he's not innocent.
I don't feel
But
like I know
the-
enough about the situation to know if he is innocent about
Okay.
that or not.
So I don't think he's innocent, but I will say that it was definitely an overreach, and trying to get him arrested, it was kind of a stupid way.
You know, getting Donald Trump arrested, considering that Donald Trump has a lot of American followers in the States,
Yes.
and that there's an election coming up in just about a year,
Yes.
and Donald Trump is probably just about to get ready to run again,
Yes.
and he just so happens to mysteriously get arrested,
Yes.
while his person that he's going to be competing with in the following election just so happens to be the president and has full control.
Yes. Pure
Over-
conspiracy
yeah.
theory.
It's a big conspiracy theory.
But it's also something that could totally be
Yeah,
true.
it doesn't sound that terrible.
No. He. Your mic's off.
Off.
I still can't. There you go.
Condenser. Whoa. Okay.
Oh wait, hockey.
Hockey.
Since that's something you actually know a lot about and I don't.
Okay.
What is your opinion on the Toronto Maple Leafs?
The Toronto Maple Leafs. To be honest, it's funny to watch the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
The Toronto Maple Leafs haven't won a single playoff series since 2004. They haven't won a single Stanley Cup since 1967, before the majority of the NHL teams that are currently in the NHL
Started playing.
started playing. There was only 6 teams in the league at the time when Toronto last won a Stanley Cup. The Maple Leafs haven't made it to even a Stanley Cup final since 1967.
So when they won?
They're an absolute embarrassment of a team. They have so many ungodly die-hard fans. They're annoying too. If you watch any sort of clips of a fan of another team at a Maple Leafs game while they're like watching their team play, all the fans are just so annoying to them. Like, as soon as the Maple Leafs get a goal, yeah, welcome to Toronto where you get crushed. Yeah, high five, yippee. Annoying as hell. every year for the past like 7 or so years now, come playoff time, all of their fans are like, guess what, guys? This is our year. We have Austin Matthews. We have William Nylander. We have Ilya Samsonov or whatever. Year round, every single year, they're like, yeah, it's our year. We're going to win the cup this year. And every single year,
They don't win the cup.
guess what round they get out in? The first round.
Yep.
7 years straight. With Austin Matthews. A guy who's ranking currently around like the third, second, maybe even first place spot among NHL players in goal scoring.
Mhm.
He was a number 1 pick for Toronto. He was the number 1 overall in that draft. He is often considered one of the greatest of all, at least in this era of hockey. So the fact that Toronto can't make it out of the first round with Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner as well, is embarrassing. Like, it made sense in maybe like the first couple years with Austin Matthews when they're just getting out of the rebuild.
But still.
But they can't rebuild properly. They did something wrong. There's something wrong.
Okay. When was the last time the Canucks made it out of the first round?
2020. They made it to the Western Conference Final that year.
Okay. So, what you're saying is our team, the Canucks, which basically everyone trashes because it's kind of a bad team,
Slightly better.
is
than the
better
Maple
than the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes. Yes, I'm saying that.
That's all I had to know.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, what would you consider as the worst team in the NHL?
I would say the Arizona Coyotes.
Why?
First of all, I don't like that the team exists in the first place. Hockey does not work in the desert.
Agreed,
You
agreed.
see, when Arizona had their actually big arena, actual NHL size arena, did you see how many people are filling up that stadium?
No.
Fans of the away team. There's like 2 Arizona Coyotes fans.
That's funny.
Their arena isn't even filled up. And now they're in a smaller arena because they weren't making enough money to pay the arena that they were playing in to keep playing there. So that now they're playing in a literal college arena. And the Arizona Coyotes have like the second worst playoff history out of every team, excluding the Maple Leafs.
So who's the worst?
Columbus.
Ah.
The Columbus Blue Jackets.
Nice.
But they're not that bad.
Okay, so how has Seattle done over the last, 2 years it's been around? I don't know how long it's been around. 2 or 3 years?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
Seattle's currently in their second season in the NHL, and they're doing actually very well, in my opinion. In their first year, they drafted really, well thought out players who do a really good job. Matty Beniers, Jason Eberle, Philip Grubauer is a really underrated goalie, in my opinion. And they have a really solid team. They made some, I think, really valuable trades in the offseason
Okay.
before their second season. They come into the second season, guns blazing, and they managed to make it into the playoffs in their second year. Very impressive. A very good team. Although I don't feel like they're going to make it that far in the playoffs this year. But
You
they're
think-
doing well.
Did they make it into the playoffs last year?
No.
Okay.
They're
Great.
kind of close.
Okay. How are they? Do you know how they're doing this first round in
I
the
believe-
playoffs?
Yeah, I believe they're tied with Colorado in the first round,
So similar.
which is also pretty impressive. Colorado won the Stanley Cup last year, and they still have most of those same players that they had last year.
Okay. So how have the Golden Knights done? Because I know that in the first year, this was 4 or 5 years ago.
2017.
Okay, yeah, but their first season, they ended up going to the finals in the playoffs and
Yes, they did.
almost won the Stanley Cup,
Yes.
which
they
would have
did.
been pretty cool, but they ended up not. How are they doing?
They're doing well. Vegas is my mom's favorite team, actually.
Nice.
Um, they're doing well, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
They have Jack Eichel. They have. I'm pretty sure they just got Jonathan Quick recently, right before the deadline.
Nice.
They're doing well. I feel like they're gonna make it pretty far in the playoffs, farther than Seattle. Maybe
Nice.
the finals. Maybe.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add, or should we go to a different topic?
Sure. Let's go to the different topic.
Okay. What should we talk about?
What does William want to talk about? What time is it?
It is 3:40, and Katura said, "Are you still in the podcast room?"
Hello. Yes. Yes. I'm in the recording studio recording a podcast, as you are currently on the podcast right now.
So like, okay, I see the sign says it's on there.
Yeah.
I should go in there. and
No.
listen to these.
Not allowed to go in here
Who are you talking to?
Why?
Who
because.
are you
Bye
talking to?
bye.
Who was that?
No one.
Who was it?
Probably the guy that's standing outside right now. You can't see him, but he's probably outside.
Okay, so who was it?
Miles Cardinal Campbell.
Okay. No offense to Miles, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So, something else to talk about?
Yeah, what does William want to talk about?
What's your favorite game currently? Or, like, are you playing many games other than, like, I know you play a lot of Mario Kart.
I've been playing Plants vs. Zombies recently.
Oh, yeah. Nothing else?
I found my 3DS recently because it was just kind of hidden somewhere in my really messy room, and I found it.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know where any of the games are, but I had Pokemon Moon in there, so I played that for
Nice.
a bit.
Okay, I have a topic. What do you think of the Mario movie? What did you think about it?
The Mario movie. I
Yeah.
think it was a very epic movie. It's a very fan servicey movie, and that's my type of movie. They had the Donkey Kong rap from Donkey Kong 64 in there. Greatest thing ever. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Okay.
They had this amazing ballad from J.A.W.W.A. Spoiler alert for the Mario movie. Okay, William. No, don't leave.
No,
Okay.
it's alright.
Okay.
My knee's bugging me. Okay, go on.
J.A.W.W.A. playing Bowser has this amazing ballad about Princess Peach. It's the greatest thing you'll ever see. Search it up somewhere, find it somewhere. It's the greatest thing you'll ever see. It'll bring a tear to your eye if you haven't heard it already.
Okay. So, I'm guessing anyone who actually watches this probably has heard it already, but let's play it for good measure.
Yes.
Can you please turn it down?
This one is from my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Peach, understand.
How long should we play this before we get copyright infringed?
We don't make money anyway.
Sure.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah, yeah. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh, Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too. 1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach,
So that's probably like the highlight of the entire movie, I'd say.
Yes. There are
Um,
some other really great parts of the movie.
Yes, but that was
Donkey
definitely the
Kong,
highlight.
Mario in Super Smash Brothers style in the thing.
Yes.
Luigi kind of had his own little special scene with Bowser at the start there.
Okay, I will say the one thing I do wish that that movie had was like when they had Donkey Kong. I was really expecting that it would be like one of those like the original Donkey Kong, like one of those scenes where he's like throwing barrels at Mario. Like he was throwing barrels, but like as you said in like the Super Smash Bros. Type of way, it would have been funny if they had done it the other way somehow. But yeah, I definitely get how that would be hard to do and still make it kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The movie was definitely though like I will say the one thing was it was very predictable.
That is fair.
Like
But I don't think they really prioritize the story in it compared to the fan service.
yeah,
If you look at the Rotten Tomatoes critics, which you shouldn't trust ever if you want to watch a movie, they absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
According to them, it's like the worst Illumination movie ever, which is a complete lie.
well, if you were to go off like okay, here's the thing I will say about the movie. It was amazing because it was Mario, and I love Mario. But if it was like not Mario and it was someone else, like just slap some random character, I have no idea who it is. Just slap them in there and had the movie, I would probably agree with that statement to an extent.
Have you ever watched Despicable Me 3?
Yes, but I don't remember it that well.
Have you ever watched Hop, made by Illumination Studios?
No.
I don't think your opinion matters here, William.
But like, okay, when I say this, yeah, when I think of like Illumination movies, I basically just think of the Minions, and I don't think it was as good as the Minions. Other than that, there was Mario, which was like great, but
Have you ever watched
Yeah.
The Secret Life of Pets?
yes. Okay, I take that back. Secret Life of Pets was a terrible movie.
Disgusting.
I mean, it was okay, but for me, I just didn't like it. Like I see it as a good movie, but personally, I would way rather watch Mario 1,000 times over than watch that 1,000 times.
Fair.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I don't know. One thing that I do wish was in the Mario movie was this very special character that I hold very specially and dear to me, Keanu Ritchie. Keanu. It's the Mr. One and Only, the guy in purple. Waluigi.
Yes, they will probably have that in the sequel.
Hopefully.
Either, well, okay, I see it as one.
I was very tempted to draw like some weird stuff on Mario after that because there's no Waluigi in the movie. But I didn't have a pen.
I doubt
Or-
someone will do that, but like, and it would kind of be hard. But like, I could totally see someone just like taking at least part of the movie and just like slapping Waluigi onto it and animating, or like,
Waluigi.
yeah. The one thing I will say is I'm not sure like how many movies they're planning on doing for Mario. I know there's
All of
definitely a
them.
sequel,
They're doing all of them.
but like, does all of them mean like 20?
Yes.
Okay. So the thing is about it is like we know there's a sequel
Bananas.
because of the ending, but like, are they just gonna? Okay, are they just gonna throw like Yoshi in and maybe like a few others, or like are they gonna go out and like basically put every Mario character we didn't see in the original one?
Yes. They're going to put all of the Mario characters in
Yes.
because I would go down and personally put on fire every single Nintendo building that there is in the world. And Illumination.
Okay, one thing I would like to see, I don't know when, but like at some point is one of those movies I want to see. I want to see it like space. Like I want it to be like a Super Mario Galaxy type movie.
Yeah, that would
That-
definitely be cool.
yeah.
The second movie should be like their trailers should
Like-
be like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate style trailers. Everyone is here. Ba 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 ba.
Okay. But
ba,
I-
ba, 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 ba.
And then number 3 should be. I think three would work for space. I don't think for at least how they kind of had the ending. I don't think 3 would work or 2 would work for space.
Yeah.
But 3 could definitely work for space.
Whoa! Look.
They have joined us. Come in.
Entering.
Come
Fighter number 1, Katara House.
on.
Fighter number 2, Vince Kang. How do you say it? Vince C.
Yeah. Do you want to talk? We're talking about the Mario movie.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Get to the mic so that people can actually hear.
Ow. I think that one's 4.
That one's
Talk about-
3. 3.
Oh, is it 3?
Or 2, whichever. I don't know. Yeah.
Talking it. Now, Katara, talking it.
Okay.
Okay.
We can hear you now.
And is that one over there?
Vince, do you want to come in the conversation at all? Come on, Vince. You got to come on.
I got the other mic.
That mic doesn't. Oh, that mic.
What do you have? Now I'm really hungry. What is that? Is that Burger King? Come on, someone's got Whopper.
So what were you saying about the Mario movie?
Talking about how we like the Mario movie or not.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also talked about how like it wasn't the best as like a movie.
Well, everyone
Other
just
than
loved
that,
the
there was
like.
Mario.
I think the plot line was pretty good for a pretty like plotless
Hello.
story.
Hello,
That all
hello.
Mario movies or games are.
Hello. Yep, that mic doesn't work. Yeah. Keanu went and said, "Wait, what did no?" I said it wasn't really like the best of the like it wasn't really the best Illumination movie, and then he pointed out Secret Life of Pets, and I was like, "Yeah, no, it's better than that." Yeah.
But every single time you saw like a blue shell or
That the blue shell.
Any-
the blue shell
anything-
was a funny
anything you
scene.
saw that you're like, that's in a game I play. You
Yeah.
know, you were just
My favorite was the like star dude who was like very depressed slash
But
always
really happily
happy.
depressed. Like, he was-
Happily, he was
But that's
depressed
actually-
No, no, he
inside,
wasn't
but on the
happy.
outside he was
no,
happy.
he wasn't depressed. He was
Yes,
Well,
insane,
yeah,
insane.
but he was like happy about.
Yeah. There's a word for being happy for death.
I don't know.
Mad? They're mad.
No,
They were mad.
no.
Yeah.
He was.
He was
It's
mad.
Aw.
insane.
Insanely mad.
Yes.
He was insanely happy.
Insanely happy about death, yes.
William, give me the time.
We still got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I liked the one part where like Peach floated with her dress. I was
Oh,
happy when
yeah.
that was in because that was like a important
Yep.
feature.
Well, they did forget to add one very important feature, one very important character into the Mario movie, which I said this before in the podcast, which Katara would know if she was here.
What was that?
Waluigi.
Oh yeah, he really wants Waluigi.
They also missed like
Okay,
Baby Bowser.
I have a question.
I don't care. It's Bowser Jr.
Okay, my bad.
I have a-
Everything else is Baby Peach and Baby Mario.
Yeah, but Bowser Jr. was in Mario Sunshine. So Bowser Jr. is valid compared to all the baby characters.
My bad, my bad.
Okay, so I have a good question. So there has not been an original, they've done remakes, but like there's not been an original new Mario game since Mario Odyssey, which was 6 years ago. Right? Just under 6. We're coming up on 6 years.
Yes.
So, what do you want? Because eventually Nintendo has to come up with a new Mario game. What do you want the new Mario? Do you want it to be 3D or 2D? First thing. Or do you want it, to be Mario Kart?
I think 3D would be
So
preferable.
depends what the storyline and if they're gonna change the gameplay at all.
Just 3D, 2D, or Mario Kart. Choose one.
Mario Kart would just be a remake?
Well, you could have you could come up with original tracks, Nintendo. Please, for once, come up with new original tracks.
They came up
Mario
with
Kart 8
original
was just a
tracks in
remake
the
of
last DLC
everything.
wave. The Yoshi's Island.
That was the only thing. Everything else
second
was a
wave.
remake.
In the second wave, they released ice cream.
I'm not saying there wasn't. I'm just saying a lot of them were.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Okay,
that's,
so not
that's
Mario
the
Kart.
point of the
Just
DLC.
2D or 3D.
The point of the DLC was to re-release old tracks that people
But
liked.
even before that, everything was a remake still.
Yeah.
Not everything. Like the first 4 cups were filled.
Basically,
tracks.
a
I'd
lot
love
of it.
them to see them do something original with either 3D or 2D game.
Yes.
They need something new in the Mario Kart or Mario whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Not Kart, not
really
Kart.
looking forward to a new Mario game.
Because what
I
was
really
the
hope
last
they do one
Mario?
soon.
It would be Mario Odyssey.
Someone was Miles was pointing that way.
Cool.
So I think it's probably.
Oh yeah, we're
time to
leaving.
go.
Okay. Do the
And
outro.
that is the end of the J.A.W.W.A podcast, episode number 13, featuring my one wonderful co-host that was with me the entire time, William Jacob. And second, we have the wonderful guy who was sitting right beside me and gave me chicken, Vince C. And finally,